Generative AI helps us speed up the creation of actions in unSkript. But if you've ever used a generative AI like ChatGPT, you know that sometimes it hallucinates or it makes mistakes. And in this video, I want to walk through the way I troubleshoot some of the mistakes that happen when I generate an action with the generative AI feature. So let's create an AWS action. It's going to be a health check, and we want to get all of the EC2 instances in a specific region, and if it's over a certain threshold, let's fire the health check. So we've received some code back from ChatGPT, and I know straight away that this isn't going to work, but let's run it anyway, and we'll see that it's going to fail. Okay, so the first thing I see is that when you make a call into AWS using Boto 3, if you're talking to EC2 or to CloudWatch, you have to specify a region. Now, in this initial chat, I did say in a region. So what we need to do is now we need to tell it that we need there to be a region. So now in the conversation, I'm going to tell ChatGPT that these connections require a region. Okay, so it's come back with a response, and you can see now that the region name equals region is now here. And in our configuration, we can add a region. When we run this with the region, we're getting another error. And the error is saying there's a non-default argument following a default argument. So I think what's happening here is because this one is defined, it doesn't like having one that's not defined afterwards. So we could go in and delete this, but let's send this to ChatGPT and see if it can fix it for us. So we sent the error back to ChatGPT, and if we look, it actually did. It flipped the region and the threshold so that this one is the second one. Let's configure this and set it to run. We got another failure. Let's see what happened this time. This is a super common issue, and this is ChatGPT doesn't set up the F string properly. So if we look at the response here in the printer, this error usually happens in the printer, we can see that it uses a single quote to start off the F string, but then also uses single quotes when it's calling out parameters. And so the fix here is a very simple one. We can just come in here and place a double quote at the beginning and the end of the F string, and then this should go. All right, we're still not there, but we did fix the F string. And so this is a common issue. If you see the F string error, just look at the F string that's there, and you may have to do a little bit of a manual edit. So we're going to send this last error back to ChatGPT and have it fix it. And now we've gotten a solution. So in this case, there were 4 issues that came up. The first issue is ChatGPT often misses when a region is required inside an AWS action. The second issue is there was an error in the code, and so we were able to send that error back to ChatGPT, and it was able to resolve the issue. That happened twice in this one. And then the third one is sometimes ChatGPT doesn't handle Pythonic F strings properly, and so we just went in and manually resolved that. So give our generative AI action creation a try. It's going to help you build actions and build runbooks much faster than if you were coding them by hand. You sometimes have to coax ChatGPT a little bit, but it definitely is a powerful tool.